right, so talking more about songwriting and whatnot. So Lamborghini.
Yeah, Lamborghini. I had this idea to do a. Talked about it last time about doing this rock beat with the toms going ba da 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 blah and the snare flams and then when I started practicing it, which took a while because it's a hard song to play.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it is, but it is. And then I got to that bit at the end of the song. You'll see what happens because we're singing this. You'll never have a Lamborghini. You'll never have a Lamborghini. When I went to play that, it didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right at all because I'm playing the beat. I'm playing the rock beat with the first part of that before that comes in.
Yeah.
And then we do this stop.
Yep.
And then I was waiting a beat. So I went bloom, 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 ba, bloom.
Yep.
And it didn't work.
Okay.
It's disjointed.
Yep.
It sounded shit. So I thought, hang on, it doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right.
No.
So I did the fill at the end of where that bit comes in. So I went blah 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 ba ba doom da doom doom da zoom da doom doom da.
Yep.
And I started playing just a rhythm because by itself it sounds cool, a rhythm like that.
Yep.
But not for very long. Like just one bar, I think.
Yep.
So go boom 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 boom, doom, and boom doom da. Doom, doom, da, doom,
and you say you start out with the bass drum, like because you continue on, and then doom, and that kicks you through.
Not
that
at the
measure.
end though.
Not at the end.
I don't. So I go blah 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 doom ba doom doom ba. So I come straight in. But the other ones, the other stops go blanca 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 blah blah doom. It's really it's a really
there. Is it the kick?
Is it the kick there?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what
it's
I thought.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's very minute. It's. I don't like stopping. I don't like technical shit. I don't like technical things. I don't like to go boom boom boom. I don't like any of that stuff. I hate it. I just want to go blank a blunk a blunk a blunk a ba ba doom, and I put the bass drum. It's like a blank a blunk a blunk a blunk a ba ba doom do 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 do.
Yeah.
And it never have a Lamborghini.
It's also about keeping the rhythm going, right? Because it's part of that stop start thing is that tension building, but. Yeah. If you've got something that's comforting, having a beat throughout.
So when we come to mix it, I'll sit with you. Yeah. And when you hear that bass drum, that's got to come up in the mix. That one little minute. So the fill goes blanca blunka 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 blah blah doom do do do. There's a little bass drum. Yeah. One beat there, and you'll hear it. You'll go, oh, geez, that's because it's right between that fill and the next fill. It's it's right in there. And as soon as I did it. Because I wasn't doing it before that. And I was throwing the drumsticks across the room. I was throwing things that I can't get this right. This is really shit. But then I got it. I go, why can't I make that tight? Why can't I make like that? So it goes, you never have a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And that's the bass drum with a hi. You never have a Lamborghini. Yeah. That's what he said. So I go, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
okay. Can only do it really when I'm on drums, but when you hear that little bass drum, that big bass drum, boom.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that's.
It's twice in the song. That's all it is, twice in the song. But you'll hear the difference when it's not there, and that's what was bugging me. My rhythms are very simple. You know, I don't care. They're just simple and they're solid and simple. Right,
I am but a humble, simple man.
I am, but they're simple, they're solid. But if they're not, if it doesn't feel right, it's not going to be right.
Yeah,
I can't play things that are disjointed. So anyway, that will work really great at the end of that song. But it won't be out there for a really long time. But
for what, the actual drum beat?
Lamborghini. Well, I'll put it down. I reckon in a couple of weeks I'll have it.
And do your videos for it, because nobody knows, not going to know the song. No. So I don't think there's any drums there. But that'd be cool to see, even show me, like if I'm not around. But
and so I just sort of sit there and it's not something you can analyze. You can't analyze.
Oh, you feel it out.
Yeah, it's weird because the way you play.
Yeah,
it's different. It's like, hang on a minute, I really like having vocals with drums.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Yep.
Just for a little bit.
Just for a bit. Yeah.
And then bring in some guitars. Oh, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, change it up a bit. And that's like you said, getting away from, because it can be easy to fall into the habits with the song. I do that a fair bit when I structure songs.
Yeah.
As I fall into a habit, which is why Lamborghini's a special one, because that was like a lightning bolt with that riff, that different riff, and I was like, oh, there we go, and then it also fell into place.
Yeah, and we could also maybe get a little sample of a Lamborghini sound.
Like in there.
At the very start of the song.
Yeah.
Just quickly. If it sounds corny, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm still thinking, because I'm thinking of the album, and I'd love that for Collateral.
That's
for
right.
that Mad Max thing. If you do it too often, it gets a bit cheesy.
Yeah, but anyway, but that's, that. And then when I played it this morning, 8:30. I hope the neighbours are going, he's out there again.
Not again.
Oh, I hate that guy. And then I played it, I went, and then I went, yes, okay.
You got it.
That's good. That's good.
It's the good old sleeping on it, right? Like in practice, you're frustrated, wake up the next day, get it the first try, and you're like, oh, there we go.
I didn't get the first try, I got the second try.
The
first try
had to warm up.
First try was that guy from Monty Python with the helmet on. He goes, I want you to wait here. And I go, you're supposed to put the bass drum in. The bass drum? Yes, there. Yeah. Twice, there, you silly fool. Anyway, got that, and that's
that done.
And that's, to me, a couple of blokes that are got, got not much in the way of recording facilities.
Yeah.
We got this, we got the thing at home, we got the little red box.
Oh, yeah. Like I did an update on my channel of showing people what my mixing desk is like. So I'm thinking also move into the other room.
It must be pretty good compared to 40 years ago.
Well, that's it. I think, from quality perspective, as in the sounds of the recordings and the sounds of the mixing, yeah. But I mean, there's obviously a lot more that goes into, like, you still listen to old records and old songs that are, I'd say, poorly production-wise, but they're still great.
Well, because they've got great songs.
Yeah, they're great songs.
A great song is a great song.
Yeah, and I made that comparison I said to Red before was on the phone, was that I was listening in the radio the other day. I was driving around in my car. I was listening to the Colts Electric album, really, really great rock record. And I was really liking the snare sound. I thought, that's got a good earthy sort of a sound. I love that. And then the algorithm kicked over after the album finished. It went to Touch Too Much by AC/DC. And I was like, oh, a real backward. That snare sounds bloody terrible. But I always think, I love this song. I love that album. I love Highway to Hell. I love the way that's mixed. But it's amazing how different it can be between the songs. And I think, because I was getting into my head about rock and roll radio, about the snare, I was a bit sort of, I'm not too sure about this. Sure enough, I shouldn't have said anything, because at about 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, an hour later, Red called me and goes,
if you're
I've got to, let's snare.
Someone says they're not sure, you sort of go,
You start to question it.
But then I listened in the car. The car's the best place to listen to a song, and then I listen to it and go, it's annoying me 5%.
Yeah, just a bit.
There's a 5% annoyance in there, and that's not good.
So it was a harsh sort of snappy sound on the snare. I mean, obviously snares make that snap, but there was something harsh at the top. So I actually got Red here. I chucked an EQ onto the snare track, and then I boosted some of the frequencies in that mid-range and just played with it. And Red went, that's it. Yeah, and then we cut it.
It's the 57 microphone, the Shaw 57.
Yep. In
all the years they've had the 57, we've done some recordings in studios, and they've always got that boxy sound, crappy,
and that's what I think.
But if you get that 57 and you push that way away from the snare drum, you'll get more hi-hat, but I don't care. Yep. And then you'll get that less boxy sound. Yeah. So we'll try that.
We could try that. Yeah. I suppose it's not too bad if I have hi-hat in there. I don't really mind. Like, I did consider with rock and roll radio, there's you on the counting with the foot on it, but I was like, I like that. Yeah, but some people will cut that stuff out.
Yeah, no, I'll leave that in. Yeah, because if you listen to, I'm not saying I'm nothing like John Bonham, he's one of the best.
Oh, here he goes.
But John Bonham's hi-hat was always there.
Yeah, true. And
it was always there.
Is it?
What are you worried about?
Is it when the levy breaks, whatever it is? The
No, that's
the one where it's squeaky. You can hear the
Yeah.
What he's
so
playing.
What? Yeah, and when you hear Kashmir, it's just, it was recorded apparently in the stairwell
at Headley Grange.
Yeah, and you just put a microphone there, and you can hear that snare drum is going crack.
Yeah.
And that's why Alex Van Halen liked that. Yeah, I can understand, because no snare drums sound like Alex or John Bonham in those recordings. None of them.
No.
And you know why? Because it's the distance mics. As soon as you get close to the snare drum, it starts to crap itself. But you get up, you get a spread sound, but it's not a thick sound. And
that's the thing.
I've only got this room here that's got.
Yeah, because we have to be careful because you can lose the body of the snare, and I prefer to keep the body over using more samples.
But Adam, some people freak out about hi-hats. And I said, well, what are you freaking out about the hi-hat for? I hit it exactly the same volume all the time because it's a repetitive thing. You play for thousands of hours,
Yep.
So just put the microphone back, put this one up there, and maybe one out there in front of the whole kit, and then one in the bass drum. And in that way, you'll have no problem. I don't do a lot of fills. So you'll have no problems up here.
Yep.
Cymbals are always, if I had the money, I would buy what you call paper thin and micro thin cymbals. I think they're called micro thin. You've got paper thin, and they're so thin, these cymbals, that when you hit them, they go, the explosions there, they
and then they disappear.
Yeah, because every producer that I haven't worked with, huge amount of producers, but I've worked with a few, and Jason was one of them in Melbourne, and he used to say, back off with these.
Yeah.
He used to swear, back off with the cymbals, Red.
Yeah,
back off with them.
Yeah.
Right? So
they always say
frequency stuffs everything else up.
Yeah, I hear people say, and that annoys me because I hear some mixes of songs, even modern songs I'll hear, and the cymbals just aren't there. It's like they've culled them. And I hate it. I just like...
What am I sitting in the room for
What's the point of the cymbals?
What are you worried about?
Yeah,
what are you going to start crying for because I hit some cymbals?
Yeah, I hope I never get to that point where I'm that anal about the frequencies there, because that's a part of the liveliness of the kit. Like it's.
So well, I'm not getting paid, so I can say what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Get stuffed. Oh, you'll never have a name again.
I mean, I like what Adam does. I mean, Adam's like AJ Steele. He's more modern. Right? That's great. And he's a great friend, so he's doing his thing. But to me, this Red Ram thing that we're doing, this is like
passion project.
Yeah, it's a different ball game. It's something trying to get more of an actual 70s, 80s rock.
Yep. Underground sort of a feel.
And a bit more. With the arrangements, they're a bit more free.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not split. I'm not splitting hairs. Like we don't sit here with the songs we've written. I don't sit here. Okay, we're going to do verse, chorus, bridge, pre-chorus, verse. No, we're just like, does that sound good? Yeah, that'll do. Oh, there's something there. All right, chuck that in.
So it's and it all. You got to not. You got to play it and go. You don't get bored.
Yeah.
If any part of the song gets boring, that's it. I might as well not even bother playing.
Because I think originally I wanted to do that other riff again towards the end of Lamborghini, which we brought back in, but originally you said no because the song's done. We've said the message, get out of there. Yeah. And I keep thinking back to, that's why I like Arctic Monkeys. So their music's great because they just like bang, the song's in, like they do like almost like a 4 bars of me, or even 2 bars of a musical intro, bang into the lyrics, and then when they finish, bang, the song stops.
Yeah, that's
it's done.
If it's finished, it's finished. That's it.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It's just like in and out, off you're done. But then on the flip side, like I listen to bands like Sleep or Elder, which have 20-minute songs that go on for whatever. It's a bit, but that stuff I don't think I have the patience to make. But I think it's good that you've done. Leave them wanting more.
Yeah. I mean the chorus is. Cool. I think it's like, I reckon if we had a proper producer doing it, he'd probably muck around with it too much, but, I wouldn't care if we had the money.
But that's the
question. But that song there, to me, I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a shit what anyone thinks of me or says. I don't care. I post the things on the drums and that. I don't care thank you for listening. Great. That's great. I love it. If you want to pre-subscribe, that's great.
Yep.
Awesome, but I'm only doing it because I want to show people what I can do, and how I look at it. I don't listen to much music at all. I just don't. I only listen. There's only a couple of things that I listen to.
Van Halen,
and I don't listen to a lot of Black Sabbath except Heaven and Hell.
Yep.
I just something about that album is just. It's mesmerising to me. It is fantastic. And, the drums aren't huge, but they're so clear.
Yeah.
And he's obviously one of the best ever.
Well, that was Vinny Appice, wasn't it?
No, it was...
Was that
I'm pretty sure it was... what's his name?
What's his name? Bill Ward.
Bill Ward.
I'm going to check that.
I don't know. Sure. I think it's Bill Ward. It might not be.
Because, I think...
But I'm pretty sure it was.
Bill didn't... People forget that Bill wasn't around that long, actually, in Sabbath.
No.
What's it called? Heaven and Hell.
It sounds like Bill Ward's drum kit.
Yeah.
He's just looking it up.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I gotta. It's one of those things I nerd out about and want to know. Personnel. No, it was Bill. Wow, there you go.
It sounded like his snare drum and stuff.
That's interesting.
And it's like it's rocked back. Like he's not doing too much, a hell of a lot of playing on that with Tom's. But to me, it's his best playing. I just think it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And obviously
he's a
Tony
crazy
Iommi's the riffs he's got is just amazing. It's an incredibly great album. And that, I mean, how old's that now? That's like 30 years ago or 40 years
Released in 1980.
Yeah, so, you know, it's one of the... It's just got a
he was in the next album.
Ronnie Dio singing that, I mean...
Yeah, well,
I've never heard anyone sing like that. That's just incredible.
He's a funny one, eh? Because like I don't mind Dio's stuff. I certainly appreciate him, but I still prefer Ozzy. It's like
well, you know, Ozzy's got that voice.
It's just unique.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
Ronnie's like almost like a traditionally, I don't know much of his background, but he's like a traditionally trained operatic style singer, and it's very powerful from his little bloke.
It's got that, but they've got that medieval sound.
Yeah, but it's almost like too perfect. I kind of I like a bit of edge and weird shit. So I was,
but you know,
how fucked was it that Ian Gillan sung on an album with Black Sabbath? Born Again. Yeah, it's what was going on there?
I don't know. It's like.
Why?
Well, it was real funny because he's talking about when he was singing live. They took that album live, you know.
Yep.
That Born Again album live, and he goes, he went for a hell of a time trying to sing that live. He said his voice was just
blowing out.
Killer. It's like
he's either blowing it out in Deep Purple or blowing it out in bloody Sabbath.
And then Gillan can't remember a lot of lyrics too, so he's got that
the monitor
on the floor there. They go, "What do you mean you can't? I can't see it. All the fog everywhere." He's trying to look at the. He's trying to look at the lyrics. And he goes, "Oh, that's right. Yeah." He's singing like that, and the guitarist is going, "Oh my god, look at all these people, and he can't remember the lyrics."
Yeah, good on him.
But obviously Ozzy. But I don't.
What was the point we're getting to with?
I don't know. I've forgotten
it. Listen to the albums. You don't listen to much music.
No.
You just prefer to write and work on your own stuff.
I reckon that's good. But you've got all sorts of bands. You name them.
I was listening to. I rediscovered again. It's been a long time since I listened to Little River Band. I was listening to some of this. I really love Little River Band.
But there's like, you know, when I was a kid, if you put like LRB on or something like that, you get thrown out of there.
Yeah, exactly. It's too soft, you know, or whatever.
I've got Led Zeppelin here. I'll piss off.
Yeah, it's not heavy enough. But I love. Yeah. God, that is like they're almost like the Australian Eagles to me, Little River Band. They're very awesome, really good harmonies. Everything's set, balanced really well. They've got great guitar playing, great songs, catchy choruses. So you made a point about not listening to music. So Jack White does that before he does. I don't know if he does it on each one, but might have been one of his solo albums or something. There was an interview I read with him that he said that he won't listen to music for 9-12 months. Yeah, he'll just get rid of it so he can be creative himself, not having any external influence. So that's an interesting way of doing it. I don't know if I could go that long without listening to stuff because I have constantly music popping into my head.
I was driving back with from work in the work van, which I don't like doing, but I do it because it's cheaper. Yeah, you know, you pay for tolls, you got to pay petrol. Yeah, and the guy, I really like the bloke I work with. He's a nice guy. We're good friends, you know. Yeah. But I said to him, look, no offence, but I've got to spend at least 2 days driving into Melbourne. Yeah. Because I come up with ideas. And I showed him my ideas on my phone. I said obviously I don't drive and record anything, but when you pull over to the side, and I showed him these ideas. And I said, I've got all these on my phone.
He's scrolling through this like heaps.
He goes, what are you talking about? Yeah, I got all these ideas, and I got one in here, and I looked at it. I go, cool drum beat, and I forgot all about it. Yeah, it's like 2 years ago. So look, I got Hungry Jacks because I pulled up at Hungry Jacks. Home 16 Midlands Terrace.
Where's mine?
Sweeney Road.
Right there, of course.
Look, I must have been past Hungry Jacks a few times. I never go like that.
Anyway, that's the sleep. I've got to cut and continue talking. So see you in the next video.